remember I told you a lot about Rita and Irel Despains, our good friends that we made our sophomore year in college. And so anyway, one night I was working at the bakery, and I got off at about 10:30, and it was a Saturday night, and so we decided, and Irel and Rita, they decided that we wanted to go to Lagoon.
Oh.
And so I guess it was, we got off earlier than that. I was at, anyway, we left, and they had a Chrysler. And so we got in it and went on down. We got down just past Kaysville. He ran out of gas. So he hiked back up to we sat on the side of the road, and there was no freeway there, so anyway, we sat on the side of the road. He hiked back to the service station, and he filled it up. And by the time we got down to Lagoon, there was only about 30 minutes left of before it closed. So we went in, but they didn't charge us for 30 minutes, you know. And so we went into Lagoon and went on a couple of rides, and one back up, one back home. But one time we were in the Kurt convertible, and Rita were in the back seat, and Irel and I were Irel and Rita were in the back seat, and Rita and I were in the front seat, and we went out by the south end of the valley, and I don't even remember what we went for a walk or up to the lake or something. I don't remember what we did, but so anyway, we were coming back on a kind of a cow trail. We'd parked the car down, and we'd come back on the cow trail, and there was a barbed wire fence across the river, and so the only way we could get across there was to go on the fence, and it had was the graded, you know, the squares of the wire, and on the bottom of it, and then it had a couple of round wires on the top. And so Irel and I went across that. Irel went first, and then I went, and we were all right, got dry and nice, and then pretty soon the two girls were coming, and they had to go to the bathroom, and they started to laugh, and they wet their pants, and they fell in the water to wash it off, and so we wouldn't let them sit on the seat in the car. We made them sit on the floor. So we drove all the way back to Logan, and they were in the back seat just laughing and giggling. They were wet clear up to their waist, because the water was probably 2 feet deep, and the creek was going there. But it was you know, we remembered that for an awful long time. But we always had a good time with Rita and Irel. And one time we went up to Provo Canyon and had a picnic. So we always had a good time with them. He was going to school that year, and then the next year he decided to quit and run in a union building, run the bowling alley. And they had put new when instead they didn't have guys picking the pins and setting them, they had automatic setters. And so he went up there, and we kind of said, not a very good idea. He only had a year more to go in college, or a year and a half, whatever it was. But he did it. But then we graduated and left and come back, and he'd gone back to school, so he did graduate from there. But it was a good time. We always played table games together and ate together a lot, because there were only the two of us. And I remember when they came over to Christmas, you've probably seen the picture with Rita having a wrap that was wrapped just like a sock, and it had socks in it. But we had a good time with Irel, and so now Rita's passed away, and So I go up every year, and he lives down in Moroni, which is south of Nephi, and southeast of Nephi, and I go down there and play golf with him every time, and I'll give him a call and see if he still wants to play golf, because he's as old as I am. But we had a good time with him.